this development is actually not up to date with their payments, and it risks this development not happening and potentially wherever the credit or the mortgage is owed to, taking control of the land. Today we're going to go over an article where a 3-story condo development is under receivership. So if you live in Brampton, this might be a video that interests you to keep you up to date with the real estate market in the Brampton area. My name is Carpino. If you're into real estate news, learning the best strategies and tips to sell your home in this market, and trying to get into the home market for the first time, then this channel is for you. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section down below if you think this video is interesting, and I'd love to know your opinion on it. So let's get into the article here at stories.com. Article titled, 3-Tower Project in Brampton is under receivership over a $10 million vendor take-back mortgage. Court documents show that the debtor failed to cough up $400,000 in interest payment to Homedale Eagle Corporation that was due November 2nd, 2023, and has been in default of the loan since then. Extremely interesting. So $400,000 in interest is a huge amount, but you have to remember this is a development that should have taken in some cash, and they know what they were getting into when it comes to the loans. This is not a surprise for them. As you'll see in the article a little bit later, they broke down the interest payments and they've kind of been fairly lenient on this company. So let's see what the article has to say. A 3-tower development that would have brought over 1,000 residential units to Brampton's Queen Street East Quarter is in hot water over a $10 million vendor take-back mortgage. According to one court document dated January 26, 2023, the site owner of 253 Queen Street East failed to make a $400,000 interest payment to Homedale Eagle Corporation that was due November 2nd, 2023, and has been in default on the loan ever since. The same document notes that a formal demand for payments in the amount of $10,447,000 was made by Homedale on November 22nd. On these grounds, the Ontario courts have appointed Rosen Goldberg Inc. as a receiver of all lands and premises of the debtor, and namely the 1.57 hectare development site at 253 Queen Street in Brampton. The receivership order went into effect February 8, 2024. This development was slated at 253 Queen Street East, has been in the works since 2019, and was expected to roll out in 2 phases. According to the developer behind these projects, U Developments, the site anticipated to evolve. According to the developer behind these projects, which was U Developments, the site was anticipated to evolve from a low-rise commercial plaza and surface parking lot into a high-density mixed-use community consisting of 3 high-rise towers, and the towers were approved this past fall, 32, 33, and 38 stories high. So as you can see, this was no small development. You have seen 3 30-story plus units that they were approved for, some mixed-use developments. It was going to bring more jobs to the area. It was going to be a very big project, but with big projects comes big money. Let's get into it a little bit further and see what other details there is here. So between the 3 towers, a total of over 1,000 residents were planned, and as well as 8,100 square feet of office space, 1,800 square feet of retail space. The project drew in the likes of BD Quadrangle, a rather high-profile architectural firm in Toronto, as well as the award-winning landscape designers DTAH. But as it turns out, U Development's plans have not gone as well as planned. The receivership documents initiated by Homedale state that the mortgage taken out by U Developments was amended on 2 separate occasions to extend the maturity date of the loan and increase the interest rate to 8% per year, payable in quarterly installments of $200,000. So on August 2nd, 2023, November 2nd, 2023, February 2nd, 2024, and May 2nd, 2024. The initial terms of the loan taken out on May 2018 involved a term of 5 years with an interest at 3% per year under a first-ranking vendor take-back mortgage. After receiving notice from its banker on the 7th of November, that stop payment had been placed on the first of the 2 installment checks. Homedale opted to pursue the receivership request around a month later. In addition, the court documents say that the property in question is subject to a subordinate mortgage in the principal amount of $2 million registered in favor of Sky Mortgage Corporation. Sky Mortgage is also in financial default. Developments did not respond to Stories.com request for a comment on the matter. However, it's worth noting that the Toronto-based development company has a number of completed projects in its portfolio, including 133 Hazelton and 181 Davenport in Toronto, as well as 320 Bronte in Oakville, in addition to several others that are planned. So something to really consider here is the reputation of these builders. If you go to the builder's website, it doesn't necessarily give you the greatest vibes that these are a quality builder. One of the first things that we do look at is previous projects. Does the developer have a good reputation? Now, something very interesting to note is their project that's listed here in Oakville at 320 Bronte is actually for sale. So this land is for sale on MLS right now for $12 million. So the developer also was not able to get this project going, and it looks like they have maybe plans here that they're selling with it for approved townhouses, but they actually did not complete the project. So they might be 2 for 2 when it comes to getting projects off the ground, and I don't know if they're gonna have any chance to get things moving in the future here. So always do your due diligence, take a look at the other projects, maybe even go look at some of the units that they've built. Talk to your agent who might be representing you and get into the building, see if you like the quality, see if you can trust what they've put up in the past before you even look at any of the developments from developers that are in question. The newer developments nowadays, when you do go in them, whether it's townhouse, detached, or condos, they are lacking a lot of quality, unfortunately. When I go through them with clients, it's almost like they throw them up as quick as possible and they try to use products that might save them some money. You have to be very cautious. If you're putting your money into these developments, you have to really consider what the downsides are potentially and what could happen with these downsides. So when you're looking for development, find an area that it is more likely to be completed. Is Brampton a hub for new developments that you're super happy about? Maybe yes, maybe no. Me personally, if I'm investing in something new development wise, I'm trying to get into the main core. So I would go for ideally Toronto if possible, but I know there's not a lot of land left to develop and the prices are not nearly as affordable. This has been another article that we've discussed here at stories.com. Let me know what your opinion is on something like this. Does this scare you from potentially getting into new development, knowing that these builders, they can't even get the ball rolling and they are having the vendor take back issues here in some cases? Or is this kind of something you think will blow over and the project will at some point continue here and get these 3 30+ story towers built? I'd love to know. Drop that comment down below and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.